Hi, this is Kashmir Savani coming to you from Planet Abundance, here to knock down those doors to personal freedom. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my Facebook or Instagram stories if you're viewing my videos from there. The topic of my video is, the quicker I heal, the better I'll feel. You can't put a pressure on yourself when it comes to healing. There is no time limit. It's a personal journey. For all of my personal friends out there that are watching me, some of you already know what I went through this year. For those of you that are just tuning into my channel, welcome. So I'm going to share a bit about my background story so you know what I went through and my personal encounter of my healing journey and the process I went through to help with my healing. And I know that it will give you guys value. A lot of you guys are going through that at some point in your lives when you go through a traumatic experience and you're like, oh my God, I just want to heal. I want to feel better. But you know what? This is how I felt. I was putting pressure on myself. I was like, shit, I gotta feel better right now, because if I don't feel better now, I will never move on. But you know what? There is no time pressure. Of course, always have the intention that you want to heal and you want to move past this and you want to live a full, happy, amazing life. That is absolutely fine to put that intention out there, because again, you are creators of your world, you are creators of your universe, and law of attraction is always operating 24/7, whether you know it or not. So why not use it for the intention of good? I put the intention out there that I want to heal. So this is my personal story. I was in a toxic relationship with a covert, somatic, spiritual narcissist. It's a handful of words, but I've exactly defined what personality and mental disorder he perfectly falls into. Of course, during the time I was in a relationship with him, I had absolutely no idea that it was a toxic one. I just thought it was his personality. Of course, there was a lot of red flags, but I'm the type of person that looks for the gold in people. I'm the type of person that looks for the potential in people, and I was fully invested into the relationship. I mean, fully invested. I am actually going to make another video in due time where I'm going to share the entire story, completely the curtains withdrawn. I'm not going to hold back, and I'm just going to expose and tell everything and get it all off my chest and fully express what I went through and how I felt and everything, because I know that a lot of people in this world can relate. Because the more I found that I was in a relationship with a narcissist, the more people I've managed to connect to that have also been in relationships with toxic narcissists and left them, so they can fully understand and empathize what I went through. And there are so many people that are still in these toxic, narcissistic, abusive relationships, and they don't know what to do. They don't even realize it. They don't recognize it. And it's almost like they're used to being mistreated and disrespected that they don't even know what real love is. So I really want to wake up those people, open their eyes to realize that they deserve way better. And this is the difference between true love and fake love, false light and pure light, real twin flame, real soulmate, and false twin flame and false soulmate. So I've managed to completely discern that. My eyes have become way more clearer. But that will be a separate video. In this video, I want to talk about my healing journey. So yeah, I was in a toxic relationship with a covert narcissist. It's been 8 months since I broke up with him. It has been painful. It's been very challenging. At the time of the breakup, of course, I was overridden with emotions of anger, disappointment, shock, upset, depression, anxiety. Why did this happen to me? How could this possibly have happened? Feelings of nightmarish, hellish feelings. It was just a complete shock to my system. And that's why it's emotional trauma that's in my body right now. I'm obviously going through my healing journey the best way I can. Again, not putting the pressure of time on healing, because it's a personal journey to everyone. So of course I put the intention out there, I want to feel better, because when you're feeling so bad, all you want to do is feel as good as you can. You cannot go from feeling depressed anxious, upset, sickened, angry to bliss. So those of you that are familiar with the emotional tone scale, Abraham Hicks talks a lot about it. The guru that I am listening to, Kevin Trudeau, he got it from Abraham Hicks. You just want to feel as good as you can, feel a little bit better than you're feeling right now. That's you making progress. That's you actually stepping forward into your healing journey. That's you moving up that emotional tone scale. That's you getting yourself back into alignment with who you really are. It doesn't matter if you don't feel bliss at the time, because we don't expect you to go from depression to bliss. That is impossible. You have to move up the emotional tone scale. So for me, it was asking questions. I wanted to know why this happened. So it was coming from a place of seeking the need to want to understand what happened to me, because as you know, understanding is the key to freedom, and understanding will get me into that space of maybe forgiveness or compassion, rather than feeling this anger, this hurt, this resentment towards him. So I really wanted to understand why he did the things that he did, and why he did those hurtful things to me, what my lessons were from it, like what was I meant to learn from this, because that also really helps into understanding the bigger picture and seeing God's plan. So I wanted answers. I had an Akashic record session. I had energy healing. I had clearing. I went to psychics. I went to clairvoyance. I went to Reiki healing masters. I had shamanic healing. I went to tarot card reading specialist as well. And they all said the same thing. They all said that, they said the core lesson was self-love, first of all. And then I actually made a soul contract with him. It was a karmic partner relationship. So a lot of the people that come into your life and you have a really challenging time with them and you're thinking, why the hell did this happen? Or it's most probably and likely is that he or she was your karmic wrecking ball soulmate, as I like to call it. And they were here to teach you a lesson. And the main lesson, it always comes down to self-love, and showing your worthiness, who and what you really deserve. Sometimes our boundaries are very weak and they're very fluctuating. It was for me. I think I let anyone just come into my life. I was very tolerant. I compromised. I can even go as far as saying letting people take advantage of me or walk over me, but I'm so much more stronger and wiser now after this lesson, and I just had a complete sense of I know what I want, I know what I deserve. And again, I was strong enough to break away from this toxic relationship, no matter how much I loved him, because I genuinely did love him. I poured my love and everything into him. Again, I'll talk about this more in detail and in depth in my later video. It's been a crazy journey, and understanding really is the key to freedom. So once I started understanding why he did these things, and then I find out that he was an actual somatic spiritual covert narcissist, I started reading and looking up a lot of YouTube videos on narcissism, the personality, finding out that they're actually deeply insecure, they're deeply wounded, they've been abandoned and rejected since childhood, they come from a severely dysfunctional family, they're not connected to their soul. Everything is about ego. They're selfish because of that. They fear loneliness. They have a lot of deep-rooted issues. So you can only start to help but feel sorry for them. And they are the ones that actually need love. They've never been shown what real love is, and that's why they don't know how to love others properly. And that's why it's that kind of fake love you end up seeing it as. So this kind of helped me get into the space of a little bit more compassion and forgiveness. So once that happens, you're moving forward, you're going up the emotional tone scale. It was a relief for my pain, it really was, because I didn't want to stay in that place of anger and hurt and upset. And don't get me wrong, I'm still working through it. I mean, it's only been 8 months, it's gonna maybe take a few years, I don't know. However, God willing, it will take. But obviously sometimes I think about him and I still feel angry and upset and hurt, and I'm thinking, no, hang on, he has a personality mental disorder. It's not, he didn't do this to me, he's got his own issues, don't take it personally. But you can't help sometimes take it personally, because you do have that attachment. Again, I'm working on cord cutting and releasing the attachment, but again, not putting pressure on myself, because that is also resistance, and then that gets you more frustrated, and then you're back in a bad place, and that completely defeats the whole purpose of law of attraction and healing. Also, one of the main things I did is just getting myself back on track. Like, I made myself a timetable. I'm engaging in a healthy morning routine now, where I wake up and I meditate and I read books and I do a gratitude diary, and that really helps. I make sure I sleep happy by reading a positive book or listening to a meditation or a self-guided meditation. And now I'm getting back into doing YouTube videos. Now these videos are helping with my healing process. It's me expressing myself, sharing what I've been through, sharing what I've learned, getting back on Instagram, inspiring people through the lessons and life experiences that I've gone through. So it really, that is all part of the healing journey. Again, this is something that I love doing, so it feels like I'm reclaiming my power and strength back. And after being in a narcissistic abusive relationship, you're left with their intention is to devalue you, but really the best revenge is for you to just be happy, like truly happy, and move on. And I learned that. So I just thought, look, instead of, you do not want to be fighting back, you just want to be happy and move on, getting back into things that you love doing, that you enjoy doing. I love drawing, I love acting, I love making videos. So I'm starting to engage that. I love doing Instagram posts, I love creating things, creating art. I'm getting back into that again, and it's amazing. And I love exercising. So just doing those things that you enjoy and love, just focusing on these things that you love and enjoy. Every time you start to feel disaligned, feel upset, angry, you're obviously focusing on the wrong things, as you know. So once you're engaged in doing things you love, the absence of you thinking about that person that hurt you is not there. And for that moment in time, you are in relief, like you are not feeling pain, but you're feeling joy. And you just do more of that, just keep practicing more of that. And that is all part of the healing journey. That's you progressing, that's you moving forward and moving on and healing yourself. And the more you do that, before you know it, you've practiced more thoughts of feeling good. You've intentionally focused on doing things that you love and enjoy. You're actually reclaiming your power back, you're reclaiming your strength back, you get more confidence, you're more happier, you're more aligned to your true core self. You're loving yourself more, you're accepting yourself more, you're respecting yourself more, you're valuing yourself more. Hey, that's all part of the healing journey and progress. So it's going to come in time, but it's just making that conscious effort initially to say, look, what do I want to focus on right now? Because focusing on what he did and how he hurt me, that's not helping. Okay, and also initially going to the understanding of why he did the things he did, so you can come from a place of forgiveness and compassion, is a very good thing to do, because then you're not holding on to the anger and resentment every time you think about it. So you practice that intertwined with doing the things that you love. And that, I feel, is the perfect combination for your healing journey. That's from my experience. I hope this video gave you value, guys. If it did, give it a thumbs up. I could always do some more support with my channel. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I'm dedicated to making videos. I'm not going to say daily right now, because I don't think I can commit to that. I'm taking full responsibility that I may not be able to do videos daily, but I hope to do them consistently, which is whatever time frame on a regular basis. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out my other videos. They are full of inspiration and full of dream building that you'd really enjoy. And as always, I'm dedicated to your success and personal and spiritual freedom. Ciao for now.